Good. Fabulous. Absolutely fantastic.
Well,
Yeah.
you keep coming back, so we know you're fabulous. So it's good to have you back again.
Thank
It's
you.
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I keep dying, but I keep coming back.
Do you know the last time we met, which was awful, was that I came to see you and I said, I'm loving the flat, I'm loving your character, it's absolutely brilliant. I was 2 episodes off the end.
Shame. I know. Hopefully everyone's seen the end of season 1.
We literally only have these guys for 30 minutes, okay? So if you have questions, let's get them out there. We gotta go, let's go.
Basic Deadshot.
Hey!
Great to have you here, man. I want to know if you're coming back into Arrow.
Yes, me too.
We're at the flashpoint, obviously, where timelines have been rewritten.
Yeah.
So there's a potential chance that you could be coming back into the program. We just want to know, are you going to be playing the anti-hero that you ended in, or back to being a badass supervillain?
Well, I wish I had more input into that. I have some fancy plans of what I'd like the guy to do if he came back. Let's admit, this is a crazy universe. Anything can happen at any point in time. Even if I was coming back, I wouldn't be able to tell you. So I can't really answer the question. But yeah, I view like if the character came back, it'd probably be you haven't seen the worst of Deadshot. You do something really sneaky, like take Oliver's closest companion, like Felicity or Diggle, and turn him to the dark side and like really mess with his head. Because Deadshot still owes Oliver one, you know what I mean? And he's the kind of dude that twists the knife. So that'd be really fun to explore that. It'd also be fun to put him in a tag team situation with someone like, Constantine, and see what happens there. And put those two dirtbags together and see how that unfolds.
Right.
What about Deathstroke?
Yeah, Collision Course with Deathstroke was always sort of talked about when I was doing the show regularly, and Manu was on it as well. We always talked about that behind the scenes, how fun that'd be. Yeah, so lots of options, man, and lots of fun ways that you'd be able to bring him back. There's a lot, people talk about it all the time. I love hearing people's different versions of it, of like, oh man, no, in the explosion, I think you had like the trial thing of the armor that they gave you at Argus, and it folded up over your head and it protected you from the flames. And I'm like, yeah, man, you should write for the show. That sounds good to me.
So we saw a really controlled Deadshot, didn't we, in the program? We saw it, obviously, because you still had the implant, it was really, really controlled.
Yeah.
So do you think he would have been a lot darker?
Oh, man, he had this illusion of being more of a good guy, because he was playing nice, because he kind of had to. He had to do what they wanted to get his freedom. They'd let him out, start killing people, doing what he does best. So, giving them what they wanted, but inside he was just waiting to let loose on everybody. So I always felt you haven't, and people started rooting for him and stuff like that, and it made me almost like try to make him a bigger asshole on the show. Like, no, they're not supposed to like this guy. So I felt like the worst was yet to come.
I think a lot of us were disappointed because we could clearly see he is coming to Suicide Squad. It's going to be great. This narrative is going to be amazing. Mm-hmm. And then
well, you nailed it. There was space plans, and then it's just a business thing, It's we've all been there, and it's out of your control, and it's also nice to exit, leaving them wanting more.
Yeah. Well, you sure did that.
Yeah.
You sure did that.
My question is to Matt. First of all, I think Constantine, the TV series, was probably the best DC TV series there was. What do you think the chances are of the second TV series actually coming back again? Because I know they crushed it, didn't they?
Yeah, well, what's great is, I think everyone was disappointed when the show got cancelled, but since then, I think it's been 4 years, but since then, the characters have been popping up on all these other shows, and we've done the Justice League Dark animation and the Constantine City of Demons series, that's animated series that's on now. And obviously, I think you guys know that Constantine is going to be on Legends of Tomorrow for the whole of season 4, which is great. So, at every point of this journey with this character, I thought it's over. Yeah. And then they just keep on bringing him back, So I'd say never, and I think that there's always a possibility after, I do a season on Legends for us to do something with it. But that's a great thing about these characters, isn't it? They can be resurrected, and that's great. So yeah, hopefully.
Cool.
Matt, when you say just for this season now, surely you're going to become integrated. We're going to see a little bit more of Constantine, don't you think?
Oh yeah,
It's
well,
just going to be one season.
it is going to be. I've signed on to be to join the cast for season 4. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen the last series of Legends, but there's a little spoiler, a little teaser at the end there that kind of can give you a little bit of insight into what's going to happen in season 4. And and I'll be on every show next year, so it'll be a great chance to have a good run at the character and for everybody to see him back on the screen again.
Fantastic. That's brilliant news for us.
What sort of travel would you like Constantine to get up to on the ship?
Oh God! See, I'm just starting to do my work on this now, you know, because obviously for a while I put my character down, so I'm just going back to the comics and seeing if there's anything else that I can glean from the character, you know, and see how we can kind of progress him in any way. I mean, it would be interesting to explore some of the things that happened on Constantine the series, to tie up some loose ends there. That would be a good thing. But there's so many ways for John to wreak havoc in people's lives. It's just exciting to see what the writers come up with. And I have a list of things as well, like, and that's what I'm compiling at the moment. So I'll be like saying to the directors, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And then hopefully some of those ideas will make it onto the screen, you know?
Right back there.
Obviously the shows do a huge crossover, like normally every season for the last couple. Are you excited to work with like Supergirl and all the others?
Yeah, I mean, I love the crossovers. You know, at first I was a little confused because like they're different on every show, aren't they? But the way they do that, I mean, just the logistics of how to get all those 4 shows working together, it's just a nightmare. I was just like, how do they do it? But they do it really well, and I think it's it's one of the few shows you can see all those superheroes and all those worlds coming together. So you know, if they are planning to do that again, then it would be really fun to be part of and to have Constantine in that universe as well. Yeah.
And in the big crossover, you might all work together or briefly maybe as well.
Yeah. There's so many great possibilities, and I think everybody, you know, is really excited to see where season 4 goes and where the other season for all the other shows go as well. Yeah, it's great.
You've seen the different shows as they're splintered up. Do you think there ever could have been a possibility of maybe Suicide Squad, if it had all worked out, actually branching off into another series as well?
Yeah, I mean, I know some stuff about some stuff. I would say.
Wow.
We could have had a 5-way split here. Look at this.
On your respective shows, what has been your favourite bit during filming, including bloopers, obviously?
I don't know. There was so many on the Flash. I feel like when Grant and I made up this move called the syringe, that was pretty funny and amazing. He's always dancing, so he's always in his Flash costume, and he's just always like pirouetting. Like he does this thing where he's kind of like he's just kind of always like this in like second position. And he's just like he's like hey Rick, and he's like.
I did one episode of The Flash, and that freaked me out. There's also a lot of jazz hands going on that day.
Yeah, a lot of dancing, a lot of singing. Yeah, it's kind of silly.
I really enjoyed working on The Flash. That's what might be my highlight. It was so different than Arrow. Arrow's like all serious and dark and gritty. And then I get there and it's just like they like play around a little bit more. Just the vibe of it has more comedy maybe. And I was also doing a very different version of my character, so I had to like reset and go back and make him the Bizarro version. So he was a total wimp. He was the worst shot on the police force. He, you know, I had to like make up this whole backstory that he's in therapy. He still lives with his mom and all that. And then so some of that started coming out in the lines a little bit, and some of it made it to the show. So it was super fun, man. And those guys were cracking me up. Like Carlos, it's really hard to keep a straight face. Some of the stuff he says and just comes up.
He has the best lines too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think with these things, you know, the scheduling of these TV shows it's really intense, and you do long hours, so you have to you know, you're basically working so close with everybody that you have to have a laugh with things, you know, otherwise you're going to go mad, you know. And even with Constantine, when, you know, a lot of it is quite serious and dark and mystical, it's like we would always try and have a laugh. But one of my moments is when I had to cover myself in blood. I was supposed to be like naked, head to toe in blood, you know, doing a chicken dance or something, you know, which I just made up on the spot. And then the thing is, for the whole day we were shooting that one scene. So I was just walking around all day, sticking to everything. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't sit down. And then as soon as I'd stand up again, like my hairs would like peel off my legs and stuff. So they had to keep on like wetting me down, you know, so that the blood wouldn't stick. And it was like, it was fun, but sometimes it was just like, get me out of this.
We've all been there.
If Eddie was to come back, do you think there'd be conflict between Barry and Eddie?
For sure. I think it's been a long time coming. I think Eddie but it's I don't know. Like, everyone loves him so much because he is so nice that you don't really want to ruin that. But then, like, you kind of really do. I think it would be cool if he came back and was really nice, just to lure everyone back in. And then was diabolical and was like Barry's arch nemesis. I think that would be super fun because it's so awesome to see where a character comes from, and I just find it so intriguing when some, you know, because we all have these different sides in us, in human beings, and I just love, you know, getting on board with someone and feeling like you could be them, and then their darkness getting the better of them. You know, we could all fall into that trap of jealousy, and, you know, but Eddie was constantly rising above everything, it made him such a good person. But I would love to see him just like, yeah, spiral.
I would also like to see you play a real dark character like that on that show. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be super fun. It'll be super fun. But I feel like the sooner it happens, the quicker the end will be. So I feel like I want to really draw it out, so I can keep coming back to like season 10 every year.
I've got to ask you earlier, we were having a debate on the group the other day, Team Damon or Stefan, which are you?
Wow.
Team Damon was winning, so...
I love them both, and I was just in Milan with them. I'm going to say Team Damon because I'm going to be bold and make a decision. Do you love me or hate me for that? Oh.
I still love you, don't worry.
If you could be any other character other than the ones that you actually are, who would you pick?
Felicity.
I've had this question here before in Wales. So if anybody who's been here when I've been here, I answered, so I'm going to have to say the same thing. It's Supergirl. I don't know why, but it came out then, so I have to stick with it.
Does it have to be a character from the show, or just like a character?
What do you think you could do better than anybody else?
It's really hard to picture one of the characters not being the character. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'd like to be Diggle's son.
Well, they've all gone really quiet. No, there we go. As soon as you say that. Yep.
Matt, I love your Swansea accent.
Oh, thank you.
Is there a way in which you could persuade the writers of Legends to somehow factor in some kind of plot twist where we get Constantine speaking, even for a little while, in that Welsh accent?
But do you know what is interesting, right? It's like, with the amount of spells that I do, there's got to be a Welsh spell.
Yes.
That I can say in the Welsh language.
Yes.
That's a great idea. That's going in my book. Watch out for that. You might have a credit at the end going there.
Oh, that's really good. We got another question at the top there somewhere. Another arm has gone back down.
Yeah, questions for Rick. I don't know if you've been keeping like up to date with the Doomsday Clock storyline or the Flash
Flash War storyline in the comics right now, and or for any of you boys you are doing, how they might incorporate that into the TV universe.
You know, I haven't. What? Explain a little bit about it.
The Flash War, Barry's happened to
like the Crisis of Infinite Earths.
yeah, kind of. He's happened to team up and face basically all the current Flashes at the moment, like the various Kid Flashes and the Reverse Flash and the Negative Flash. I just wondered if any of you guys are keeping up with it, or like the Doomsday Clock storyline, which is like Reverse Flash. He played quite a pivotal role in just basically battering Batman for 1 minute. I wondered if you'd been current with it.
Well, as long as I was involved, I think that would be great. No, I think I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with it. It's when I died, it was so hard to I mean, we kind of stop watching the show when you're on it after the first few episodes. You realize what your character looks like, and then it sort of becomes better to just live inside the story from the inside. But there's so many different options, and I really hope they start including that, because I just find the Flash fascinating with the timelines. It's completely profound, the way they deal with time, and the way that I go back for episodes. It literally mirrors the story in real life, because I'm dipping back into onto these sets with these people that I've known, but I'm not quite there. But it's like I'm in a different timeline. All of a sudden, I got kind of into the wormhole, and now I'm on my own journey. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
So Matt, is Constantine going to cause trouble for Edgar and Sarah?
Did you see episode 10? I think he's going to cause trouble for everyone. But I think he'll get along with Mick, because he's always got a light. And he likes beer, while John likes a gin and tonic.
Become very quiet at the moment. Michael, I was going to ask you actually about you, because you've obviously switched now from Suicide Squad to British Intelligence, haven't you?
Yes, new project I've been working on. Yeah, it's for Valiant Comics. So traded in the guns for some swords. He's based on this character from the American comic series, but he's a British intelligence officer who works for MI6. He is kind of like if you smash together James Bond with Batman and the Fonz and Bruce Lee. They all had a baby.
So how are we going to be able to see that?
It actually just started airing yesterday. It's the first original series for comicbook.com. You'll get a new episode every day of this week. So episode 2 will air tonight, and so you can watch 1 and 2 today, and then tomorrow you'll watch 1, 2, and 3. So they'll add on a new one every single day.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay.
From all of it, who is your favourite villain, your super villain? Who is your favourite, and you could have them on the show while you were still on the show? Who would it be, and why?
I would say Poison Ivy, because she's just badass, and she's sexy, and I loved Uma Thurman when she played her.
Not George Clooney, but Uma was perfect.
Yeah.
Did George Clooney play Poison Ivy?
Oh, that was a casting choice. Oh, yeah.
One of his greatest roles.
Nomination.
I believe that.
Oscar buzz.
Mine would be what you're wearing right now.
It's a good character to try.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated what would happen if the Joker and Constantine came across each other. Yeah, I think they would definitely be a night out. Yeah, it would definitely be a night out. Yeah.
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah. I don't know what would happen. That's what fascinates me. I don't know. I mean, most of the other characters in the universe, I can kind of see how John can kind of like dance with him, so to speak. But with the Joker, I'm like,
The unpredictable element. So.
yeah, it's like, would they be lovers? Friends? I don't know.
I got a chance.
You hand up at the back there.
You didn't let me answer my question first.
Oh, I'm sorry. My God, I am not going to last the day.
I'm going to go with probably the crowd-pleasing answer. But we were really close to doing it on the show, and then they kind of like just hinted at it instead of did it full on. But Harley Quinn was going to be on Arrow there for a second, so I feel like there's unfinished business there. We've actually filmed, like, I don't know if you remember, but it was a Suicide Squad episode, and they just called her Crazy Girl or something like that. But the girl who does her voice in the animated films and in the series, she voiced her. But we filmed a lot. Yeah, Tara Strong. And we filmed a lot of exchanges between Deadshot and Harley Quinn that were never put into the episode. So it was a game time decision to sort of not explore that as much as we originally planned, but that would be really fun to get back there.
I went to Suicide Squad movie. It's their fault. Took it away from you.
Won't argue with that.
What I was going to say is, you did kind of work with Poison Ivy. I'm not sure if you did on The Flash, but Peyton List plays Poison Ivy now on Gotham. She used to play Golden Glider on The Flash, I think she did. What do you think, which role would you see, prefer to see her as Golden Glider or Poison Ivy?
I'd like to see her as Poison Ivy on The Flash, I reckon.
Yeah.
It would be so cool to bring those two worlds. Such a well-known, such a well-known, I think, villain to all of us our whole lives. Whereas The Flash sort of, it was more niche, really, and it kind of has come into the mainstream more, well, in the 90s and then more recently. But yeah, it would be great to see that.
And also another question, can you do like the Flash run? I saw a video the other day that he doesn't actually run anymore. He just does the thing with his arms like this. That's how it's like.
Oh, I'm so happy for Grant, because he used to be on a treadmill for like hours and hours. Yeah, and it was so exhausting. Yeah,
Like, give me a second,
so
let's
long.
just move the arms.
Yeah, yeah. That's really funny. I didn't know that.
Okay.
That links really well to my question. I got a question from somebody via WhatsApp.
Alright.
What kind of training do you do, gym-wise, workout-wise, and do you do it for your health or do you do it for films?
Well, yeah. When I was on The Flash, I had a trainer who I'd had for a few years, and it was pretty intense. What I was doing was actually, looking back, now that I have perspective, was ridiculous. I don't train like that at the moment, but yeah, I would do like a cardio in the morning and then go to the gym in the afternoon, and yeah, eat all sorts of crazy healthy stuff and mostly not eat nice things. So yeah, but the funny thing is, it's really hard to change your body. So yeah, it requires a lot of discipline and a lot of I'm hoping to play like an overweight person next. I really am.
Matt, what's your training schedule like, buddy?
What's funny is, like, when I was doing Constantine, I got a trainer for like 3-4 months before I started work, and most of it is about, like, you've got these crazy schedules and you've got to be able to sustain yourself for a certain amount of time, for like 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, whatever it is. So what you eat is like so important, down to specifically, the guy, the chef would literally be making me like a plate of food, a very small amount of food, but like every 2 hours, with like really healthy, clean food, so that I could I would never get full. They would never let me get full, so you get tired. You're just constantly kind of keeping your digestive system working, and it's so important in terms of sustaining your energy level. I mean, and that was just so that I could sustain the work. It wasn't to kind of, you know, change my body in any way. And what's great about John Constantine is, you know, we all know he drinks and smokes, so there's not much training required there.
It's a different kind of training.
Yes, but it is, as I said, it is mostly about your energy and being able to sustain yourself so you can do the work and look after yourself, you know, and yeah.
I lost a bunch of weight for the first appearance on Arrow because it was presented to me that Stephen Amell is big and muscly, and we want you to be more like ripped and wiry and feral. So I again started working with diet, and it is, I think the diet is like 65-70% of it, even if you're killing yourself at the gym. But it takes a hell of a lot of discipline. I found that really difficult. So I got down to the lightest weight I ever was, and everybody, it's funny because on TV, then, you know, they had that, in the first episode they were showing him tattoo himself and stuff like that, and everybody, like my friends were like, man, how much weight did you gain for that role? And I'm like, I actually lost like 8 pounds. So that was how it started out, and then doing the thing I'm doing now, I had a lot of meetings about how much of my own stunt work and fights, how intense our fight scene is going to get, and I hired a trainer who trains like UFC fighters based just outside of LA, and worked with him for a couple of months. It was training with a lot of those real life ninjas is what I felt like, and really gave me perspective. But you know, I kind of was nowhere near these guys, but just trying to keep up to them. I felt like I was transforming into something faster and stronger, and so I just wanted to feel more like badass, I guess, more like a ninja. And then yeah, we did a lot of epic fight scenes in this thing, and it was a lot of fun. And I kept a lot of those things. I couldn't turn it off after for some reason.
That's great.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't mess with Mike.
I love
Can you do a Stephen Amell muscle?
Me?
Yeah.
Never tried. You got salmon ladder here? My best trick is fancy push-ups. This is one of the things the guys started getting me to do. So one day, a guy good at like doing a push-up up onto blocks. So like a jump push-up, jump with your hands. And then one day, he's like, all right, now try to do 2 clap push-ups. Like clap twice before your hands hit the ground. I'm like, I can't do that, yeah. So just try it. And I was like, I did it, and I was like, broke my nose on the floor. And then the next day, he's like, 2 claps. And I'm like, I can't do it. I tried it. He's like, try it again. And I did it. And I was like, wow. Between one workout? So then he's like, try to clap behind your back. And I was like, I'm gonna knock my teeth out on the floor. And I did. I like face planted. And then like 2 workouts, he didn't ask me the next time. Then the time after that, he's like, clap behind your back. I promise you, I did 5 of them. And it really proved to me that like this stuff works. So wow. Yeah. Crazy. So I don't know, man. Salmon ladder, I'd like to try it. I'd like to do that whole like Ninja Warrior course and see what that's all about.
Amell did that. He did.
Yeah, he did it.
Jesse and I were
obsessed with do like good guys versus bad guys. Ninja Warrior. Short arrow versus Constantine waiting up middle of the first half. He did all that like the three ritual they do before they start or something. He just like light himself on fire, jump right in the water.
If you could be any video game character, who would you be?
Alex Kidd, obviously. That's my favorite Sega Master System 2 game.
Solid Snake.
Yeah, that's good.
I would be like one of the guys in Gears of War. What's his name? What is it? Dom. Yeah. Yeah, I love that game. Me and my best mate used to play that game all the time. You know, we were always looking for a game that you could play together, and there was that. And then there was like another game called Army of Two, where I used to be able to go back to back and like go back to back. Yeah, it's one of those games.
What have you taken from work What's one of the main things you've taken from it? Like, I can't leave without that.
I've taken the jackets, shoes.
Whole wardrobe.
Yeah, I think I took my badge, my police badge. Yeah.
Now, did you ask permission? Because I'm in the mistake of asking permission, and I'm not allowed to take anything.
Yeah, it's
I did not ask.
That's the way to do it. I regret asking.
I stole a whole Constantine outfit, and like in the mill house there was all these like amazing like trinkets and things that they'd sourced from all different kind of mystical backgrounds. So I got like a bunch of that. I got like a shrine and the lighter as well, which they made 2 lighters and they cost like $2,000 each to be embossed with all the symbols and stuff. And on the last day, the props department came up to me and they were like, I was like, man, I don't know what it is. Was I using it today? So I have that. I think they know I have it as well, because when I was on Legends, they're like, you have your lighter, right? I was like, ooh.
I actually we're going to have a chat.
Oh, God.
It was only allegedly.
Yeah, I wish I knew that you guys are stealing all this stuff. The guy who's supposed to be the villain didn't take anything. Oh, man.
They'll let that off anyway.
Terrible bad guy.
Gentlemen, we have literally, I've kept you 10 minutes longer than I should have, but these guys had so many questions and we are so grateful you have come and done a panel. It has been absolutely brilliant.
You sing us out, yeah. You're all Welsh?
As a team. As a team.
As a team.
You know the anthem.
Oh, no. I'm saving my voice.
Disappointing.
You meant that.
Guys, are you going to be around signing? Are you going to be around signing now for anybody else?
I think I'll be there for about 15 minutes.
Okay,
Me too.
yep.
Yeah.
Me too. So yeah.
All right, brilliant.
I guess I will be too.
15 minutes, that's all you got with them. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, please.